Hey guys, this is Pseudo Battler. I have another battle here today, and as you can tell from the video length, it's somewhat long battle, but it was a pretty good one. I'm trying out a new team. Or I'm not really trying it out anymore. I've changed it a lot, but it's kind of like a counter weather team. This guy actually doesn't have weather, so it didn't work out too well. Like, not as well as the team should be. I'll probably show off the team in like a set of videos or a set of battles in one video, because usually if the team works right, it'll end the battle in like anywhere from 10 to 15 turns. So they aren't that good to watch like alone, but I might end up uploading a set of them. But either way, I'll go ahead and get into the battle. Oh wait, before I get into the battle, actually, the reason I haven't uploaded in a while is because it's the end of summer, and I wanted to hang out with my friends before they went off to a different college than I'm going to. So that's why you haven't seen many videos from me for a while, but I'll be uploading more regularly now. Okay, let's just get into the battle. I'm going to lead off with my Espeon as he leads off with his Porygon 2. And I'm going to set up screens because that's what I do. And he's going to go out into his Reuniclus, which has the Flame Orb, so I'm actually not expecting this trick. I just thought it was so he couldn't get paralyzed or something. But I like that set. It's kind of interesting, but it's not. I'm sure it's not the best. But now that I've gotten up both screens, I'm going to go ahead and switch out into my Gardevoir, my expert belted, like max special attack. And it does a lot of damage. It does 50% with the Shadow Ball, which is pretty good. And now he's going to switch out into his Porygon 2 again to eat the Shadow Ball, and I was in no real position to try to predict that. But he goes for Discharge now. He doesn't get the Para. I'm not sure if Para works with Synchronize, but either way, he doesn't do very much. Para involving that. Bleh. But I keep going for Focus Blasts, and they do a lot. Now he's in a range where I can easily take him out with a Psychic, because Trick Room actually wore off that turn. But he goes out into a Sableye, which actually eats both of the moves that I could go for, and obviously I didn't want to go for Shadow Ball, so there wasn't much I could do there. But I switch out on the Espeon to bounce back whatever he's going to go for, because he's a Sableye and he's a prick. And he's going to switch out and back into his Reuniclus as I set up a Wish. And I'm going to pass it out into my Gardevoir, expecting, I don't know what I was expecting, but he tricks predicting that, so he gets my Expert Belt, and now I have Light Clay, which doesn't do me any good at all. But I'm going to go for Shadow Ball, it's super effective, and he goes out in the Sableye this time. And it takes a little bit, and I just want to gauge how much Thunderbolt will do, and it does about 35. And I'm like, maybe with a crit I can take him out here, or I can get some Para, that would be good. He uses Confuse Ray as I go for the T-Bolt, and it takes him down to 15%. I was like, so close. And I don't predict him to over-predict here. I just wanted to go for another T-Bolt to maybe get the Para. But I actually get a crit, and he goes down to 7%. Doesn't matter at all, because he can just recover. But he actually doesn't take this opportunity to recover. He actually switches out into his guy. I have a Tornadus in here. It's a decently standard set. I go for the Hurricane, I miss, so then I switched up to Heat Wave, and it sucks that I missed because I don't think his Jirachi was very defensive, and I think that I might have been able to do enough to take him out with that with that Hurricane, the 24%. But I'm going to go for a second Heat Wave, and it doesn't do very much to his stupid Gastrodon. And I'm going to U-turn out of here, not expecting too much from him, but he actually goes for Ice Beam, and it takes me out. So that tells me he's pretty offensive with leftovers. And I'm going to go on the Poliwrath, and I'm going to set up a sub, because I'm trying to waste as many Trick Room turns as possible, so this thing stops being such a threat. And this is for rain teams. I sub on cruddy Pokemon that aren't offensive, and then I belly drum behind a sub, have Swift Swim, and sweep the entire team. I actually got this idea from my friend Mr. Beesleeves, and check him out. He's in my sub box thing whenever you get the chance. But I was just talking my way through that because nothing eventful happened there. And now I go onto my Stoutland, and I go for Ice Fang, and I have no idea why, and I get a crit, and like, if I would have just went for a Frustration, I'm pretty sure I would have ended up taking him out. So that was a pretty bad misplay on my part. Hold on, let me look at his team. I'm going to go for frustration, do 50% to him. Yeah, I don't know what I was expecting to come in. Nothing on his team's even weak to ice, I don't think. But I switch out to my Espeon on his stupid Conqueror. And I don't want to over-predict, so I'm going to go straight for the Psychic. And he's going to switch out into his Reuniclus, which will happen eventually. Yeah, there he is. And I'm only going to do, 19%. And before I die, I'm going to at least try to set up some screens, starting with light screen, seeing that a lot of his remaining guys are special attackers. And now he sets up the trick. So I'm in the trick room, and I'm not expecting to be able to get off the second screen, but I go for it anyway. And he actually goes for a trick, and he takes the Flame Orb back, which kind of sucks, because now he's going to trick it onto something else, aka my Gardevoir. So now, instead of having Expert Belt, I move from Light Clay to Flame Orb. Flame Orb's even more useless. Fun. And he goes out into this guy, and I'm going to go for a T-Bolt again. I don't know why. Again, I keep doing this. I just kind of wasted Gardevoir's health a little bit. And now this turn, now that I'm sure he's going to recover again, I'm going to go out into Registeel. And I'm going to paralyze him. I don't care what he has on his set. I've only seen Recover and Confuse Ray, I'm pretty sure. Oh, and Nightshade. So I don't know what his last move is, and I don't think I ever see it. But I'm going to Thunder Wave here, and now begins a very long stall war. Because he has priority, and so it doesn't matter if he's paralyzed. The only reason I did it was because I don't have any other status on this team, and I needed it. I need him to get para'd on turns that he needs to recover. So right now, he just keeps recovering, and I keep Iron Heading. There's no way he's going to be able to kill me, because if he attacks, then that'll let me get off another 35%, which will screw him over. So all he can do is confuse me, which isn't going to really help him at all. But regardless, I'm going to keep going, and I think this time he gets paralyzed. I think he went for the Confuse Ray there. And then here, I'm finally going to take him out. Who knows how many turns later with the second Iron Head. So bye-bye that. It's 4-3 right now. Him. And he goes for Fire Punch. It does absolutely nothing. It kind of sucks he gets the burn, but it doesn't really matter to me. I'm going to go ahead and paralyze him, which probably isn't the best idea considering he's a Trick Room team. But I don't know. I didn't want him doing shenanigans that I don't know about. But I'm just going to Seismic Toss twice and take him out. It's odd seeing a Pokemon with base 100 speed on a Trick Room team. It's just odd to me. But now his Conqueror is going to come in, and I don't want to paralyze it for sure, and I don't want to, I just wanted to get any amount of damage on it, so I do with a Seismic Toss. But after the second Drain Punch and lefties, he's going to be left at 90% again. So I don't know. The 10% probably didn't end up mattering, but whatever. And now I see that Trick Room's about to run out, so I have to fodder Stoutland because Gardevoir is my only chance at winning this. And now is the last turn of Trick Room, and he's at 100% health, so I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to take him out, but I do one-shot him, which is really nice. I was scared without the Expert Belt, I might not be able to, but then the rest of his team is much slower than my team, or my Gardevoir, and he can't set up Trick Room without dying because 9% and 11%, they don't survive very well. But that's actually a match. It was a pretty good game. It was a really long one, 50 turns, I think. But I had fun either way, and I don't really have too much else to say, but I will see you guys next time, and like I said, I'll probably be uploading a bit more frequently. I'll probably upload another video today, actually. I'm not sure yet, though, but I guess we'll see you a little bit later. Goodbye, guys.